see anyone.
Yeah, reality in the chat, but he was saying I should have gone live after 50. I mean, it's just gone straight over, but I was saying I would do this briefing thing before going live.
Well, we just done it.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, really. Right.
We got Reality Creator 666. Nice to see you again. You're always there. You son of a gun. In there. And now. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tweet this out, so if anyone can do that and can maybe expand the conversation.
Yeah.
You're coming through broken up to me, Jamie.
You're coming up nice and smooth for me, James. No problem.
Well,
yeah, you're all breaking up on my end.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird, but we're all right anyway. And you seem to be coming out all right in the chat room as well. Check. Let's have a look. How is everybody? Of course.
Yeah, I see you in chat, Tom. I see you, AJ, in chat. Welcome. So I'm just tweet this out, and I'll be.
Nice to see you, AJM. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. It's currently 4 a.m. Japan time. 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of distortion my end from you and Jamie. How are you coming through, Lee?
Well, yeah, you're all right, Tom. There's a little bit of distortion with Jin and Jamie for some reason. Someone's got a watch page.
Yeah, you're okay.
No, I'm listening through my headphones, so
no,
there shouldn't be any.
I haven't got anything on, so I've got clothes on. I haven't got the watch page on. Sorry,
I've got
not like Tom earlier. Starters.
I've got clothes on now.
Tom was starters earlier on. No.
You give people nightmares.
In around the house.
You're definitely breaking up, Jin.
Well, I mean, I haven't done anything. I've touched nothing. So I got down to
So the email's in chat if you want to join the panel. Email us to the address that I've put in. If you want to come on and have your say.
YouTube.
Yeah, definitely broken up there, Jin.
Yeah.
The hell's going on?
Jamie's all right now.
It's just like kind of switches, like, oh, he's all right now. Oh no, he's chopping up now.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Jin.
On it. I'll exit and come back.
How's it coming across in the chat? Let us know.
Well, you sound all right to me. Tom sounds all right. It was just Jin that was breaking up then.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Hey. How's that sound?
Better.
Okay, well that's it then. That's done that. Okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
So
Normal now.
you've had some days off work, haven't you, Tom?
Yeah, back to work tomorrow. I've just had 12 days off. 11 of them days, or at least 10 of them days, were overcast and rainy, and didn't get as much done in the garden as I wanted to, but done a fair bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm ready to go back to work now for a rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great one, great one, great one.
Yeah,
Better keep them peeled.
yeah, it's best. I love that. Go back to work, get a bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah, a bit of rest.
Yeah.
A rest from the wine and all.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had quite a bit of
You're
drink.
not kidding. You must have drunk two cases.
Hang on. Reality Creator is 666. No, look, really said it said this video is unavailable to me when I first tried to join.
Hmm.
Yeah, he said that before, didn't he, as well, actually?
No one's got him blocked or banned or anything, have they?
No.
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 You won't be able.
No,
You won't be
no
able to
one.
chat otherwise.
No one can. No one's banned
No,
him.
that's true.
Why would we ban our only number one, hangout? Cutting our own throats there.
I'm just trying to figure out why he couldn't come in.
Yeah, well, you should be able to just click on the link and get in. Come on. What's going on?
Has you been sent the link? Has he asked for the link, Jamie?
Who?
Reality.
No, I think it was just more on about the video.
Video, yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I think it was on about the video being unavailable or something.
Mm.
Yeah, video. It's on about the stream thing or something, like.
When we had the distortion as well, so could be.
Yeah, it seems all right.
So yeah, AJ saying hello to you as Gooner.
Yeah.
Were you going on Sunday night doing a live then and had some problems or something?
Yeah.
Well, we were going to go on live and then it.
Had loads of problems Sunday night.
Yeah, Dale was on. I think he went off. He's on again later and all.
Just in general was like having problems, but it was weird because the streams that had already started, they kept going on, but you couldn't seem to be able to start up a stream while that period was going on.
Definitely weird things going on with YouTube. Well, with censorship on everything at the moment.
Yeah.
Cutting back channels.
Yeah, well, they did promise that, didn't they? They promised that was going to happen, and they're keeping their word. Red pill philosophy. He got demonetized yesterday. Good. Why good? He's brilliant. He is. Yeah.
What did he get demonetized for then?
Well, they're calling it.
I mean, I don't think that we should be making money from any of this stuff anyway, myself. But
no, I don't. No, I don't think that's.
But what did he get demonetized for?
Well, first of all, with the money thing, I think everyone to their own. If you want to spend time on YouTube and you can make money, good luck to you, because you are giving up your time. And if you're putting out videos to educate people and you can make money on it, all very well and done. It's not a crime. The government's telling us lies with $57 million a day they get for lying to us here, and we're paying that. So any money we can make back from this system is all very well and done. It's not a crime. No integrity there. It's all good. Now, he got done for flat earth hate speech, I think it is.
Well, it's still like paying in a way, because
if you're making the money you make is not going to make you a millionaire anytime soon.
All right.
So it's peanuts anyway. It's peanuts anyway. It's not real money. But if you can make money from it, good luck to you. Okay? Don't hate somebody or down because they're making money from flat Earth. If you make a T-shirt with a flat Earth logo on there and you're making money, well done. If you've got books and you're making money from flat Earth, well done. It's all good stuff. I'm absolutely fed up of hearing people making money are shills or they've got some other ulterior motive. No, make your money, make it good, make it hard. This government's devaluing you every day of the week. They've lied to you from the day you were born. Fight back, fight good, fight hard. And the whole point of flat Earth, we're supposed to be united.
Yep.
Okay, we're not supposed to be. Oh, he's making money.
Jim,
I don't.
We're
like
not going to
it.
be united as long as everyone has their own different freaking models, be it concave, flat Earth, or none of the above, or globe, or whatever.
If someone's coming to me with a convex, concave nonsense, I'm going to tell him to his face, that's nonsense. That's what you got to do. You tell him it's nonsense. We're talking? I said flat earthers should be united. So obviously concave earthers are not included in that.
Well, I class
not
myself
flat earthers, are they?
As like a flat earther, but I don't believe the ice wall model's correct anymore neither.
Well, unfortunately, that's an unfortunate thing there then, because I believe it's there. In fact, I won't say I believe, I know it's there. It's got to be, and it's keeping the water.
Oh in. Yeah, I know that there's something keeping the water in. There's got to be like a container or something.
I have no reason to not think it's there. Nature is a wonderful thing. It's logical that it's there. There's photographs of it. We've got Captain Cook's journey. Was it 3 years trying to find a gap and he didn't find one? I mean, come on, man. It's just too many testimonies. You know? Right? You've got artificial South Poles. 2 South Poles when they go. You know, they got the ceremonial one. And why would you have a ceremonial one?
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
don't
they're
know where
hiding the truth. Come on, man. Well, anyway, if you want to think that, good luck to you then, mate. But for me,
no. What I'm saying, Jim, it doesn't matter what our beliefs are. If you believe in a model with an ice wall, a concave, or a globe, right? Let's forget all them and just say, look, we've been lied to. Once we establish the situation which we're in, which is a load of rubbish, then we can like go and explore and find out where we really are.
Right.
What I'm saying first, let's get the lies. You know, let's stop all these lies and all this.
Right. I'm with you there. Hence the word revolution. So let's get out now and expose the lies. It is not a spinning ball. It's the main one that everybody is getting by. You know, we're not spinning. We can unite around that, can't we?
Well, yeah, they haven't proved that, so
yeah, that's it. So they're not spinning. That's what we can unite in.
Moon landings and things like that. There's no actual 100% proof.
There's no proof. Yeah. There's no proof they've gone to the moon.
No, hold on. Is anyone looking at the chat or not?
You said you were.
I am, and reality creators 666 has just put on. It's crazy that there's more people waiting for Dell's hangout to start. Oh, where'd the fuck's that gone? There we go. It's crazy that there's more people waiting for Dell's hangout to start than there are here. Dell is dogmatic and only focuses on the false dichotomy, bans and silences you if you talk the real truth. He silences you if you talk the real truth, which I found that he does sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, well, not saying what he says.
Yep.
You know what? I've yet to hear him do that actually. So I'm going to have another look at him. But I do like his dogmaticness, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a fellow dogmatic man myself, so you know, the truth is what it is. If he's sticking with water, and that's that, fine. But if people talk truth, and I would have to imagine what kind of truth they'd be talking that he wouldn't want to hear. Why would he do that? You know what I mean? Because if you're talking the truth, you're talking the truth. It would depend on what kind of truth.
Yeah.
For example, What kind of truth that he
So,
doesn't want to hear?
greetings to Intermusicable. Good, nice you to join us. And AJM has just put Del is for truth, but for his ego as well.
Yeah,
I think we've all got that problem, though, haven't we? Ego. Mine gets in the way all the time.
Yeah, I tried. I actually throw my ego away a long time ago. Really, I'm not coming from ego. I'm coming from. I'm getting older. There's an urgency.
Yeah,
So if I sound very high spirited and dogmatic, I'm getting older. Right, that's a fact. I'm 57, and there's an urgency in my. That's my motivation. It's not ego. Ego's not it. That's a waste of time for me. For me, I want the revolution. I'll be the first to go. Believe you me. You know, if we can get it going. Believe you me. I kid you not. But I do like Del. I do like the dogmatic bit, and all this thing about cherry picking. I'm the biggest cherry picker there is. Believe you me. I will cherry pick the best information to deliver the flat Earth truth every time. I couldn't care less what people think, as long as I smash them down with the truth, slap them down. That's what it's all about. Give them a slap down with the truth. Oh, but you're cherry picking. Another slap. There's another cherry pick then. And another cherry pick. Another. And another. And it's, give me one proof of the globe. Zero. Only you're cherry picking. Shut up and show me the truth about the globe. They can't, can they? But you're cherry picking.
Coffee twat.
You're cherry picking.
You bugger. My wife just come in and swore.
I know. Carol, you can't do that. Gin will have you.
I didn't
No
know
swearing.
that.
No swearing, Carol.
Come on, Carol. Naughty girl.
Yeah, we're live, Carol. No swearing.
Tom won't swear, so his wife will swear for him.
She swear
Yeah.
before me.
That's it.
Hey,
Yeah. Carol will swear for him. Yeah, that's it.
it was TWAT. That's not swearing.
I heard you swearing.
What, TWAT?
Yeah.
Apparently, who's that? This is AJM. I like Del, but his attitude stinks. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I will say this. Sometimes Del can be a bit abrasive. Even I can be a bit abrasive. But when I realise I've done that, I backtrack myself, and I might drop an apology in the back chats afterwards. You know, or I might say it live as well. You know, been a bit rough there. Sorry about that, guys and dolls, and you know. But usually, you know, I try to be liberal when I speak. Deldo, on the other hand, can be a bit abrasive. Yes, I agree, but he's good. Yeah. What's it say? It's saying here. Works. Sorry. Reality 666 has chimed in with, yeah, but he's, well, I can't see this. Hang on a second.
He promotes.
Yeah, he promotes. Go on, read on.
He promotes both sides. He knows
Yeah.
that no one can prove the Earth is a ball, just as ballers know the Earth isn't flat. That's why they always talk about models, because they have one that works.
Well, they don't have a model that works, do they? The heliocentric model, that doesn't work, does it? Does it?
But it's not based on common sense or objective reality, is what reality is put.
What's not based on objective reality?
The heliocentric model. Yeah, so they haven't got a model. What they've got is a joke, a toy from 476 years ago. It's just another lie, another deception. But enough about Del anyway, you know. We're here on the real conversations going on. So you didn't get much gardening done, eh, Tom?
Today I did, yeah. Well, a little bit.
No, you get your wife up at 4 o'clock so you won't sleep in.
Wow.
You've not seen the front garden?
It's not a lot to push from a roof garden.
Oh, yeah.
You know, apparently they use, like, in some of the fertilizer, like apparently in some like the organic stuff, apparently they use blood and stuff like that, bit of fish and bone or something.
Blood, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like so.
I
mean, I don't know. It's like maybe if the like I don't know.
So vegans are still eating meat.
You could still do it if like if it's come from an animal that's died anyway. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't think you have to put like, you know, I don't think you'd have to kill an animal to put it into like a fertilizer. I mean,
it's not letting me time.
I'm losing you, Jamie. What do you mean? Kill an animal to fertilize?
I mean, as in like if they're putting bones in the, I mean, are they from, you know, like stuff like animals that they've slaughtered? You know, like that's what I mean. Like
you're losing me.
Might have come.
Who's they? Who's they?
Whoever's doing the fertilizing.
Okay, and where are we fertilizing? Where we talking about?
I'm on about like the organic things, like the organic produce. I've heard that they sometimes mix like blood and bone meal into the thing. So
get me the packaging. I'll read it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be suitable then for vegans or vegetarians.
Well, that'd be unlucky because animals have been dying for eons and people have eaten vegetables there. So they're flogging it dead also, as far as I'm concerned with that one, really.
Well, I'm just saying that I don't think they need to put bones and blood in the soil. Like, I mean, I think that would naturally go into the soil anyway when they've died of natural causes. Like,
yes. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the best kind of fertilizer is probably your own excrement. I know it sounds disgusting.
Oh no, it doesn't. Disgusting.
But I've looked up on it. There's actually a thing called Human Manure Handbook or something. It's like a little book thing that you can go online and find it. It tells you about how to do it. You can use like a composting toilet and.
That's right.
Well, apparently you shouldn't. Apparently you shouldn't do it. I was talking about this before on the other channel. If you just do it like fresh into the soil, like you can have all these pathogens and stuff. But I'm thinking, well, what if your diet's clean and it doesn't have all this stuff in? Maybe in nature you just kind of do it there and then, and you wouldn't need all this like composting techniques or whatever to do it safely. But yeah, I just thought we could maybe talk a bit about this because I think like like regenerative like permaculture and stuff like that is like an important topic, really.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
There are people who are doing that very thing right now. You know, they're doing that now, using their own excrement to fertilize the soil, and it's wonderful. I mean, they're using cow manure.
It keeps replenishing the soil.
Yeah, if you can use manure from cows, you can use manure from human beings. It's simple enough.
Exactly.
It's just getting it together into a large amount, and then you can collect it and spread it across your soil.
It's to enrich the soil.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You just put it in a bucket, shit in a bucket. Excuse my French there.
No, just
lock it up, and then when it's filled up, go and pour it out. Simple, you know. There's just simpler ways. It doesn't have to be complicated.
All right.
Put in a bucket, collect it at the end of the week, go throw it down there. You know, it's your poo. It's yours, isn't it? It's not your next door neighbour's or whoever's. Right, then spread it on your soil. Rake it in, turn it over.
Well, yeah, if you was to do it in your garden, I suppose.
Right, Stephen.
Stephen?
You all right?
Hey, nice to see you, Stephen.
Nice to see you all.
Yay. What's been happening?
No, not much.
Yeah.
Busy working.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did, yeah.
What'd you get up to?
Went to Blackburn, see Jamie and his mum.
Oh, okay.
Going
Oh,
back,
great.
going back again tomorrow.
Wonderful.
For weekend.
All right. So you had a good time there, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you working today? Working today, were you?
Yeah, I've been working today, yeah.
All right.
Been working all week. Busy boy.
Busy boy. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. We're talking about using human feces to fertilize the soil. Jamie's quite interested in that.
Right.
In Germany, the Germans were doing it for, well, they're probably still doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it for hundreds of years, man. They've been doing it for a long time.
And spraying all the manure.
So, reality creators saying in the chat, Dell even says himself that he exaggerates his personality in his videos, meaning he's acting. Well, I've heard him say that he puts on
an anger.
A persona.
Like a projection or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when he leaves the shed, his suit from his shed comes off, and then he's back into the family man, happy, chappy.
Maybe I've done that in the past a few times.
I see.
But he does it a lot, does Dell, though. It's like...
Pardon me.
AJM says it's not what goes in that matters, it's what comes out that's important.
Yeah, bananas are good for the soil. I give mine to the worms though, and the worms digest it down.
Yeah, you could use like the skin, couldn't you? Because like most people won't like eat the skin, but there is ways that you can actually use it in cooking. Believe it or not, like you can do like a sort of a pulled pork type of recipe with banana peel.
Oh no!
In case you didn't know that.
Like that jackfruit, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I knew that. Yeah, bananas can be used for cooking. Yeah.
Well, you could just use them as a wrap, couldn't you? Really, to hold some of your food in or something, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a kind of substitute.
Yeah.
If you want to like become vegan or.
Yeah.
Intention or my end goal is to be raw.
Say hello to
milk,
Jennifer.
and then you sort of replace almond milk or
milk. I wouldn't get soya milk or anything like that. Me personally, I wouldn't.
But you know, I don't really see the problem, but it's.
Well, soya is definitely all GMO, same as your sweet corn's all GMO.
Not in the UK. Not in the UK.
No.
Not in the UK.
So they say that it's not.
Well, you know, there's health and safety laws.
They don't grow in the UK, does it? Which one?
Yeah, you can grow sweet corn.
Listen.
Well, it's not UK because UK corporation or whatever, but
90% of the corn in the US GMO. 95%, sorry. 95% of the corn in the US is GMO, for sure.
And the other 5% they're lying about.
Yeah, exactly. The other 5% is they're organic in their own garden.
Yeah, AGM's just put corn can grow in the UK.
Yeah. I've grown it once before.
Yeah, no, it can grow, but they don't grow GMO ones.
What, sweet corn?
Yeah, sweet corn.
Yeah, it will be sweet corn, yeah.
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 So if you buy for example, if you go to the supermarket and you pick up a can of Jolly Green Giant, that's GMO. Good luck to you.
Jolly Green Giant. Yeah. Green
Oh, oh,
giant.
oh, Green Giant.
Remember
You
them,
get one
man?
of those- You pick up one of those, you're definitely getting your GMO in there for sure.
Yeah. You can grow anything in the greenhouse.
Well, I have some chopped
Yeah.
tomatoes at home, and I mean,
I
I have these chopped tomatoes in a tin, and it says non-GMO. So
yeah. Leave your labels, eh? Like
Yeah,
liable, but
books and
who
everything.
knows though? They might be secretly
yeah.
like mixing
Well,
some GMO stuff in it, and
Yeah.
okay, now let's talk about the labeling now. Now, in America, the Monsanto, who are now owned by Bayer, back in the day, back 10 years, let's go back 10 years, and they still are against labeling, right? People were complaining that we need to know what is, what it contains. We want to know what we're buying, what we're eating. Now, because people have complained, now they've changed their minds. Now they've changed their stance. Now they've got it on the actual product, but you need a mobile phone to scan it, so you know what the ingredients are. Look at that. It's not written where you can read it clearly. You need a mobile phone to read this special scanning label, and then it will come on your phone what the ingredients are. So if you haven't got a mobile phone, you ain't gonna bloody know what's in there. It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is what they want as well. They want everyone to have the mobile phone, more the iPhones, really.
Yeah,
Going that way. And if you ain't got one, you'll not get nothing.
that's right.
yeah. So AJ saying plants give off heat like humans do.
Yes, they do.
Can we get back to the fertilizer?
Oh, Kaz has been looking up about your
What the?
fish blood and bone.
Yeah, go on.
Well,
It's
Oh.
organic,
Yeah.
and the blood in it is blood meal, is a dry powder made from blood that comes from cattle or hogs that as a slaughterhouse byproduct. That's where your blood comes from.
And the rest is like fish and bone.
Yeah.
And
So it's the blood. Then wait a minute. The blood is dried, is it, or what? What we saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes from the cattle slaughterhouses, and
Okay.
then it's dried out,
Okay.
and then it's all organic.
Okay. Thank you.
so
Thank you for that.
Well, that's what
Correct.
yeah. So if you get an organic, then it's
yeah, well, back to what I was saying though, it's still a meat product that's going into the ground, and then the veg
it's not a
and
meat product. It's blood.
yeah, blood from cows and things like that. So it's still, you know, and what I'm saying, it goes.
yeah, it's come from an animal. You mean? Yeah, I get that. I mean, so if you eat organic,
You get the meat from the dead animal pets that you bury in your garden anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
the
well, they've
vegan.
like died of natural causes, haven't they? That's kind of
Yeah.
different.
Well, they haven't. Some of them haven't died of natural causes. Some of them have been slaughtered, so people can eat meat. You see, so the vegans have got a good point, or the vegans they've got a good point there. But at the same time, they're eating vegetables. They're not eating any meat, so they shouldn't worry so much. Shouldn't worry so much. I mean, otherwise they're going to be. What are they going to eat then? If they're going to be worried about, the cows that are slaughtered for the meat eaters.
It's just that if you're any organic stuff, you're going to be like any of the organic stuff. It's like supporting that thing that you're supposed, like these people are supposed to be against. Like me, like if I'm going to eat that, then it's like you kind of, it's like you're indirectly kind of supporting it in a sense.
Yeah, I totally understand that. So what are they?
Yeah.
What are they going to? What's the best move there then? Because
well, I've heard this thing like the veganic thing, where instead of using those things as like fertilizers, they will kind of use things like manure or whatever, or just plants that have like maybe parts of a plant that you won't eat or something like that. Maybe they'll just to do different methods. instead. But the thing is, maybe that's why the whole vegan thing's pushed, because then it's like all these vegans are going to be eating like loads of inorganic stuff. Then it's like, you know, so that's maybe the thing.
I mean, the human body was really designed for vegetables, nuts, berries, fruits. We're not really a carnivorous meat eater, but that's supposed, because it's not really good for the body anyway. Meat really isn't good for the body.
I've heard a lot of like arguments and counter arguments as to like the health of it all, but as far as I know, like that things like the digestive tract is more like a, you know, I wouldn't say a herbivore, probably more like a frugivore really than a. I mean, a herbivore actually has a lot more complex, because they have to digest the cellulose, which is a lot more difficult to digest. So like cows have 4 stomachs to be able to digest all that cellulose.
Here we are, look. AJ Ames says, the reason why they put dried blood in the compost is for the bugs to feed off of, and the bugs excrete feed the compost. Yeah, man. It's an interesting one. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, surely they don't need to put like that in it though. Surely there's other things that they can use.
What I think is this, that the human body was better suited to eating vegetables, fruits, nuts, and berries and things like that. That's what it's better suited to. And in the absence of this food source, then your last result would be the meat.
Yeah,
that's what it.
Yeah, if like basically if you was on a desert island and that all there was meat.
Yeah, then you'd have to eat.
But then again, how would there be animals there that can live on an island where there's no food? So it's like, well, if you need to kill that animal to stay alive, you know, well, that animal probably. I mean, well, how did that animal even get there in the first place? Like,
if you're in a jungle where there's no fruits, no berries, nothing to eat, but the animals can live off the grass and things, you eat the animal, don't you? Because you can't eat grass, can you?
Well, yeah, you can't eat grass, but there's other things that you can eat, though.
Such as twigs, branches, bark.
People like say you can actually live off of the bark of a tree.
Yeah, you can actually, there's the inner part of the bark, isn't it, that you can eat, apparently.
Yeah, and the bugs that are in there.
Yeah, you can't eat the outer bit or something like that unless it's just
ground down.
I don't know.
All that work for a bit of bark, I'll just eat you. Put you on a spit roast.
Go on, Carol. Yeah.
Will be when I fatten you up.
But you know, they don't put like blood on like. I mean, if they need to put blood on things, then there's things that grow like what in the wild that are just kind of left there, aren't they? I mean, they're just, you know, they come up every year and then they decay and then they grow again. You know, they just keep coming back.
Yeah, it's like anything that.
But if you was to keep taking them though. Yeah, if you keep taking them though, then after time, unless you
it's going to
keep replenishing the soil, it's going to get depleted.
Yeah.
If it ain't already.
That's why I'd say like human manure is probably the best solution for that.
Okay, whilst we're
or just
talking
cow manure, but.
Oh, okay. Whilst we're talking about soil, let's talk about glyphosate, right? Glyphosate. It's all over the world, apparently. Roundup Ready. Glyphosate is what's the key ingredient in the fertilizer called Roundup by Monsanto.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Now, glyphosate is everywhere. It's a carcinogenic, causes cancer, and it's in everybody. Everybody's come in contact with it. somehow, some way. Even if you're not eating GMO, they even spray it on organic stuff as well, apparently. So, you know, there we are.
Hmm.
You know, we need to go and take a test to find out if there's any glyphosate in your body. Probably find that there are traces.
You'd have to look at like how to get rid of it then. Like, I suppose just kind of like, I mean, I don't know what the probably just like, I mean, especially if you're like overweight and all that. If you kind of do the fasting and stuff, it'll help kind of get rid of the toxins from you. But yeah.
Yeah, I've just. But
there's going to be stuff in most people, really, isn't there? Like the heavy metals and chemicals and things.
Yeah. I've just completed Ramadan. It lasted 1 month. Started at the beginning of May 5th, ended June the 4th of this month. Right, well, 30 days fasting, where I was only eating once a day, so that's good. But I've now started a 7-day no food, only water fast. I'm currently on my 3rd day.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're feeling good then?
I'm feeling great. All
right.
Just day number 3. So I've done 2 days. I've only drank in 3 days so far. I've only drank about a litre. I'm not thirsty, so I'm not drinking. I've continued my exercise routine, albeit at a more relaxed pace. I'm not gunning it down like I would normally.
Well, the thing is, people probably find it harder if they're overweight because they'll sweat more, so they won't be able to do like dry fasting for any period of time or any of that.
Be a lot more detoxing than that coming out if you're overweight or unhealthy.
Yeah, it would probably be like you said. It could actually kill you if you go too long.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't hear that. What? If you go too long.
How long? Yeah, it might kill you if you went too long. If you imagine if someone was like 400 pounds or something, you know, or 300 pounds even or whatever, and they'd be like, all that fat with loads of toxins get stored in that fat, don't they? All the stuff that they add to the food, you know, that the body cannot get rid of efficiently.
Okay, well, if you look on the YouTube, there are many people who are overweight who wanted to do like just hang on a second, just wanted to do a 2-day, 3-day fast. They ended up doing 7 days and they lost the weight, and it was dropping off rather quickly because of the sweat and the toxins coming out. It didn't kill them, so you're not gonna die. No, it works perfectly well. The body.
Well, maybe they wouldn't die, but they'd really suffer if they've never done it before and they're trying to like.
It all depends. It all depends on the individual and your approach and the people around you. You've always got to be on the positive side.
Yeah, I said it can be kind of dangerous if you.
It can be, yes, it can be, but most of the time it isn't. It's what I'm trying to say, right? There were a perfectly fit couple did a 7-day fast. The wife didn't make it. She made it up to 4 days and she broke her fast on the 5th day. Fair enough. Husband carried on, right? They didn't really need to do this detox and that. They were fit, but the husband said he went on holiday, didn't feel quite good. He's come back, wants to clean out. Okay, he did a 7-day fast. He lost 6 pounds only in 7 days. It shows you that he was fit. That's why he didn't lose much. Wife only lost 2 pounds. She only did.
I think I've seen this one.
Yeah, the wife only did 5 days. That's why she was dressed in orange. So you might remember if she had an orange top and shorts sort of thing. But they were quite a nice couple and they did well. There was another black woman. She was overweight and she was like 14 stone, 15 stone. She did a 7-day fast. She lost about 2 stones. I might have made a mistake. She might have lost a stone and a bit, and she carried on. She ate a little bit and then carried on doing the fast. So it's quite easy, really. It's just down to your frame of mind, your situation at home, and your work situation, keeping you busy, and the way you approach it. Doesn't have to be scaremongering. Just take
yeah, it's just that you got to be aware of these things. If you've never done it before and you've been on like a standard diet just of, like junk, then
Yeah.
it would be a massive shock to the system because, obviously some people after a certain amount of time, then it's like with the whole blood sugar and everything, and, some people might crash. So obviously, you've just got to test things out, haven't you? And
if you're someone that eats like say 3 meals a day and don't have to be overweight, but if you're used to eating 3 meals a day and never miss a meal, then maybe try just missing breakfast. That'd be fasting. You fast when you sleep, but
yeah,
Right.
and you feel great when you wake up because it's like your body's had a chance to like clean itself.
Well, yes and no. Yes and
well,
no.
not had much chance, but it's like it just feels good to like not have food processing inside of you, doesn't it? Just feels like good to like.
Yeah. The problem with the overweight, the problem with the overweight epidemic at the moment, which is in America, let's say, and it's creeped into Europe as well as Australia and that. The problem is sugar and salt. They're the problems. Okay, too much salt and sugar in your foods.
It's sort of like inorganic salt and inorganic sugar. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not the natural.
It's like
sugar.
Salt isn't like inherently bad, and same with sugar. It's the way it's been processed.
Yeah, it's processed sugar. Fructose is the one, which is
the same way as like salt. It's been
bleached or whatever. Yeah, horrible thing. This is the problem. Okay, this is the problem for the obesity.
It's like with salt.
So if people try to,
it's like even like with the sea salt or something, like the
yes, salt's supposed to be good, but you don't need
your
too much
best
salt.
stuff just having it like.
Yeah.
Just in the food, just in the food you eat the potassium and the sodium.
Yeah, you best have it where it's naturally occurring. I haven't bought salt as a box of salt. I haven't bought salt in Japan. I've been here 20 years now. I haven't bought salt once. Have I bought a packet of salt in 20 years? There you go. And I'm still sweating salt out of my brow. You know what I mean? So I don't buy it. You don't really need it. It's already in the food itself. But there is a problem. If you're eating processed foods, then you're going to get more salt and sugar than you need. And this is where the obesity comes in. So people who are doing these 7-day fast, 2-day, 3-day fast, it's all very good. It's good for the system, as long as they approach it correctly. Yes, those who eat 3 times a week might be a shock to the system. So Tom suggested miss breakfast or miss lunch or something. That's great. Yeah, or miss dinner and have a breakfast instead. Yeah, that's.
I think you meant 3 times a day, though.
Yeah, people eating 3 times a day. If they miss one meal, that's a good way. Tom's suggested, why don't you just miss a breakfast?
Just to kind of ease you into it, or maybe instead of having a solid, like maybe instead of not having breakfast at all, maybe try starting just doing like a smoothie or something, just like because you can still get the calories in that way, and
exactly.
It's just easier on the body. That's all.
Yeah, I've got a proper juicer, and that's what I do, juicing. I'm not doing it at the moment because I'm on this fast, but yeah, the juicer. So I tend to juice.
The thing with juicing, though, it kind of.
Yeah, come on, kind of.
I was just saying, like when you make juice, you're taking the fiber out, aren't you?
Well, no, because I'm drinking the juice first, and then I'm eating the fiber with my dog. We call it the pulp or the fiber.
Well, I suppose as long as you use it all,
Oh yeah. I use it all, man. I use it all. I make it.
I'm just wondering if, like, if you have the food as a whole, like just in its whole form, as like if you try to isolate different parts of it, is that really that good? Because I don't know. It just
okay.
it's like when
Look,
people say like, oh, when you isolate the oil from the food, it can.
not really, no, because if you go to the Charlotte Clinic, that's Charlotte Garson, daughter of Max Garson. They're curing people with cancer, and they're juicing, and they're separating the pulp for it, and they're curing cancers. Okay, they're curing people of their ailments.
I
So
suppose
no,
you can
that's
still get like the juicy bits, like in the orange juice or something. You can still have like the bits in it, like in
yeah.
even in some of these like bottles, they put the bits in it, but those will have all the. Sometimes they'll put ascorbic acid or something in some of the juices, so you don't really want
I
to
would
have too much of that.
I would strongly say to shoppers in the supermarkets, don't buy any fresh juice. They call it fresh on the supermarket. Make it yourself. Don't buy anything that's processed. You can't trust it.
Yeah, because they
Buy
usually
the
put ascorbic acid in or something, don't they? If you look at the
yeah,
ingredients.
yeah. No, forget that. Don't even buy that. You're just throwing your money to the wind. Buy the orange. Go home. Peel it. Put it through the juice if you like. If you're making a special juice, or just eat the orange juice by itself, that's fair enough. But if you're juicing, I'm talking about juicing vegetables as opposed to fruits. I'm talking about juicing vegetables. And I tend to juice like 2 carrots, 3 carrots, one whole bunch of spinach. The whole packet's gone in. Boom. Spinach has gone down there. A stick of celery, wallop. That goes in. And then an apple, 1 apple. Boom. And that's it. It's the color of that juice is dark green. Lovely. I drink that. That's food. And then the pulp, I eat some of the pulp and then I give the rest to the dog with her feed. And it's worked well. She's 95 at the moment in dog years. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so I'm
no.
saying is like juicing, like if you put vegetables in it, like or greens or whatever, apparently I've heard it can play havoc on the digestive system or something. Like if you try and because when you're trying to process these different things, like it's I don't know, it's just
It depends on what you're juicing first of all. But if you want to know about juicing, when you buy your juicer, it comes with recipes that you can use, right? Then there's untold videos on the YouTube on how to juice and juice well, so that you shouldn't end up in trouble, really, if you follow the instructions and the recipes that you get given when you buy the juicer, and then you look on the YouTube and it's all there. Shouldn't end up in trouble, really. Now, juicing is a good way to go. Many people have lost weight through juicing and detoxed and come out running marathons. There you go. Never run a marathon in their life, but he ended up running a marathon through juicing. Lost the weight, went off and became a marathon runner. There's loads of stories like that. So, juicing, I definitely recommend juicing for those people who want to lose weight and take in nutrients. Where it's really, really alive. The enzymes are still alive. That's the key here. When you heat your vegetables, you kill enzymes, and when you kill enzymes, although it's low calorie food, it's dead food, right? So if you really want to enhance your body and strengthen your immune system, juicing is definitely a way to go. Juicing every day of the week is just wonderful. Yeah, man. What
yeah,
say you?
no, I think. Well, obviously nature didn't give you a juicer and all that. Maybe there
No,
was a way to kind of do it in like
but
nature or something like using like old methods. I don't know.
no, old methods are good. Old standard
I'm
methods are
just kind
good.
of wondering, like, because are we really supposed to do it? Is it really something that, like,
Well,
because
well,
I'm thinking like if it kind of goes against nature, is it something that we're supposed to do? Like, is it,
unfortunately, the life we're living at the moment is going against nature because of all the chemicals that are in our atmosphere. That
Well, I
we're
suppose
taking
in a way you have to maybe do some things that are unnatural to try and
well, you've just got
counteract the effects of
modern life.
it.
Modern life, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole point of this, what I'm trying to say is this, yeah, is that you've got to think smart. Technology is here. It's
Well,
made a juice.
smart, yeah, smart.
Hang on a second,
Watches,
Jamie. Hang on a
smart.
second. Hang on a second, Jamie. You're running me over there. 1 minute. You've got to be smart. You've got your juicing machine through technology. You can juice and retain enzymes and drink it. Yes, the old-fashioned way is good, but you've got a labor-saving machine now. Saves you labor. That's the whole point of the juicer.
Yeah, I suppose in a way
Consume
it's
the
just
juice. And remember, they're curing cancers with this. Cancer cure through juicing and eating organic and vegan style. Yeah, no meat, no alcohol, no coffee, no sugar. You see, at these clinics, and they're going on juicing as the main staple and exercise. So yes, it's good to be old-fashioned, and I agree with that.
I don't
But
know.
some modern
Yeah,
technology
probably right.
exists.
Because everything that we do is just like totally against nature for the most part. It's like the devices that we're using right now, but it kind of has to happen and with the circumstances right now. Maybe at one time they would, communicate through some kind of like other medium. You never know what they were capable of back then. Like, I don't know. Hmm. Hello?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the lifestyle we've got at the moment, unfortunately, is against nature. What's been produced. So obviously, trying to go back to basic is the way to go, definitely. Which is why I
I
advocate.
suppose it's a transition, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Once it's an understanding. I mean, I've been on this road from the age of 25. I've been on this road of I even went down to eating once a day, just eating once a day because that's all I needed, the one meal, because I was so busy working, I didn't have time for breakfast. I worked through my lunch, and I looked forward to cooking something at home. So I was eating once a day, one lovely calorie balanced food, and it took in vegetables, took in fruits, potatoes, everything. It was lovely.
Wouldn't you
Eating
need
once.
about 2,500 calories in one meal or something just to like
Yeah, that's all you need.
get
Yeah.
the? So you'd need quite a big plateful and then probably some afterwards to fill you up more. I don't know, like how
I
you
made
did
enough.
things, but
When I cook, I made enough so I could have another helping if I wanted it. You see, that's the
yeah.
way.
So you go back for seconds.
Thirds, even thirds at
You
sometimes.
used to
Yeah.
do this thing at like primary school where like they'd actually let you go back for seconds and even thirds, and I think some people even went back for fourths or something
That was
like.
me. I was one of them. I was one of those kids in when I went to elementary school. The day me and me brothers got to the school, we were known as the fastest eaters in the school. There you go.
Yeah, I
And then
tried it. It's like it would be like a challenge, wouldn't it, to try and eat as quickly as you can. But that's not
what
really good in a way because that's why a lot of kids become fat because they like eat so fast and they don't feel full yet, so they think, oh yeah, let's go back and get some more, and then
yeah.
you know,
Well, in my case and my brother's case, it was just a natural way. We wasn't trying to eat fast. That was how we consumed food naturally. Just ate it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it didn't touch the sides you hear from the teachers and that. So no, it was delicious. And then anybody want seconds? My hand went up before she finished a sentence. My hand was up. Okay, go on then. Don't run. No running. And you walk around, yeah, and sit down. Sometimes I used to finish my dinner before other people had their firsts. I used to get pissed off. Oi, Jinadu, don't go there. Sit down. We ain't had our first yet, and I'm lining up for seconds. Yeah. So yeah, no, I make enough to enjoy a second helping if I need it. But I only used to eat once a day. I mean, look at this Ramadan. I've only been eating once a day, and now I've gone from not eating once a day to not eating at all. So there you go. It's doable.
Well, some of them do like 2 meals where they'll get up really early before sunrise and then have another meal or something.
Yeah, Tom only eats one meal.
Because I don't think most of these people would probably cope with it, would they? To like do like one meal to get up a bit early so they could like get up before sunrise, you know, and have a second meal. Unless, of course, you pack in the calories like in one meal, which you need to make something really big.
Depends on what you're eating as well, I think.
The problem is that some of these people, when it's supposed to be a cleansing thing, they then, you know, start finding loads of biscuits and, you know, like chocolate bars and donuts and cakes and, you know.
Yeah. AJM, listen to what AJM says in the chat room. He says lemon juice in warm distilled water with garlic, ginger, and honey sounds great as a cough remedy. 3 times a day cleanses all your organs out. And lemon juice breaks down kidney stones. Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you very much for that, AJM. That was a nice one. Nice bit of information. Snippets.
Yeah, I mean, Mum's in chat. Just as she used to go for thirds at school.
Yeah.
Right.
Saying about eating once a day, but very large meal. Well, yeah, it would have to be a large meal if it's only once a day, because if you eat 3 meals a day, then you're kind of spreading it out over the course of a day.
Yeah.
And some people will eat 3 meals and eat supper as well, like before they go to bed, and then they'll have snacks in between as well. So no wonder people are like getting overweight, because, you know, like how many calories are they getting in? And people are living a more sedentary lifestyle as well, so that's no good. Because if you're eating a lot, you should be doing exercise, regularly. I mean,
say that again.
I say you should be doing regular exercise to burn it off. If you're eating, say, like 3,000 or 4,000 calories in one day, and you can only burn off 2,500, you're going to put on loads of weight really quickly.
Yeah. The experts say that leads to weight gain. It does. Yeah, for sure.
But like you're saying, it's not just the calories
I'll bring it up.
thing. It's the stuff they add in as well, the emulsifiers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, AJM says get as much veg and fruit and mackerel or tuna and meat only twice a week. I eat salmon raw, sashimi, love it. I'm gonna eat that next. I'm not gonna be able to eat until next Wednesday, as it is now, though. So I won't be eating until next Wednesday.
So what will you be breaking your fast with?
What, next week Wednesday? Well, I'm going to break it with my juicer. That's what I'm going to break it with.
Probably the best thing, because like the mistake that you can make is like, it's like bulimia, isn't it? When you binge eat after a fast, you just want to kind of start off like gradually. So that's probably a smart thing to do. If you're going for a water fast, you want to go juices and then to more kind of solid things. Maybe like a soup after, or whatever, or just a.
No, I'm not going to go for a soup. What I'm going to do is this: I'm going to go from a juicing, and then straight from the juice, straight away onto my sashimi, my sweet corn, not GMO, of course, Japanese here.
Avocado, tomato.
Thank you. Raw fish, tomato, sweet corn, avocado, and hemp seed with hemp seed oil. That's where I'm going after the juice, and that'll be all done in one day. Don't worry. It's not binge eating. That's just going back to normal. Nice. You know, I won't eat as much. Probably only have one tomato, one cucumber. Sorry, one avocado, no cucumber, one avocado, a can of sweet corn, and a piece of fish. That's it with my juice that I'm going to juice. That's it. So I'll have a juice first, and then I'll have the tomatoes and that, and that's all I'm going to do for the first day. Second day will be similar to the first day, but maybe with some lettuce and that instead of spinach and that. Yeah, no, it's easy. It's going to be easy. Breaking the fast is not the difficult side of it for me.
Oh, I love cherries.
I've been doing it for so many years.
Well, yeah, if you're not used to it, then you're just gonna like know exactly what to do. Like,
yeah, I'm well into cooking and that. I love cooking and that, so I like the kitchen and I know how to cook and prepare foods, even on camp as well. You know, when you're out on a campsite, in the forest, you'll find you'll always smell something good coming out of my tent.
Bloody hell, Chit. You're a good person, you know, does the laundry and all that, and now you're telling Kaz you're a good cook. You'd be throwing me out.
Whoa, get yourself together, man. Get yourself together, man.
You've been off for 12 days, not cooked one meal.
See, you can't.
There you go. See, she just says I've been off 12 days and not cooked one meal.
Well, there you go. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? 12 days. Wow.
I've worked hard in the garden, though.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Yeah. That's right. You can't eat the garden, though, can you? Yeah. I mean, if you like cooking, it's good. If you don't like cooking, then and the only reason why you don't like cooking is because you feel you can't do it. That's the thing about people who say they don't like cooking. It's just they feel they can't do it. But once you get into it and you see that magic, the way heat transfers this raw piece of food into something edible, and then you start combining it with vegetables and that.
But you were saying now, like when you cook the food, it actually
kills the enzymes.
Destroys the enzymes. I suppose it depends on what type of food you're eating. Because if you're doing like say potatoes, there's not really much in them when they're raw. That's probably not our kind of natural diet anyway. Potatoes. I mean, I've got a couple of sweet potatoes. I don't know what I'll do with them because I brought them home with me because I made the rats yesterday with my mum, and she actually thought they were all right. So, the sweet potato falafels, but
you don't have
probably could have done with a bit more flour in them. But maybe the flour should probably not that great of an ingredient though, because it's like
Cat says roast them.
Wheat.
Oh, they're lovely roasted.
Yeah, I put it in the oven first to like. That's what we did. What I did yesterday. I put them in the oven first to like. Then I peel the skin off. But I could probably just eat them as they are, the sweet potatoes, because they're.
That's what they do in Japan. They roast them in Japan, but you can also boil them as well if you like.
Yeah.
Yellow mash. Yeah.
And mash it. Yeah, there are many ways to eat.
We could do it in microwave, but some say microwaving is toxic or something.
Yeah, you're better to roast it in the oven. Really, that's the better result. I wouldn't want to use a microwave. But eating vegetables. What was I going to say? You made me forget what I was going to say now. Keep jumping in there.
It's more healthy than eating chocolate.
I was going to say something with potatoes and that and vegetables.
How do you like your veg anyway, Jin? Do you have it like?
I steam them. I steam them. Steam.
So it's like blanch type thing.
Yeah, blanch. Yeah. That's it. It's the only way because I want to retain some of the enzymes as best I can. You see. So you can't eat it raw. If you want to eat it raw, then juice it and just drink it. That's the way to take it down. That's what I mean by using the technology we have to aid your diet. The other thing is when I cook my salmon, for example, if I'm going to fry my salmon, what I do is just a little bit of olive oil, and all I do is brown it. So I put it in, it touches the pan, flip it over, touches the pan, flip it over again, and that's it. So in the middle, it's raw. So it's just the outside that's cooked. One millimeter, 2 millimeters. If you look, you can see it, because when you slice it, you can see where it's cooked and where it's raw. Beautiful. So it's semi-cooked, my salmon.
So what's the point of that? Why not just eat it completely raw?
No, sometimes the texture is nice, half cooked, half.
What do you mean, just that kind of?
The texture,
like the outside's like kind of dips. You get like the contrast, like.
Yes, exactly. That's right. And then I slice. You fry up some garlic, so you garnish it with garlic and a little bit of black pepper, and away you go, man. Wallop. It's gone within 2 minutes, less than in my case. All gone. I do that for my children. My children love that. Yeah, man. I'm all right, master chef in the kitchen, mate. I'll tell you when I get going. I spend a lot of time preparing first. Get all the preps done first. Mushrooms, everything. I do a nice prawn pasta with mushroom, green pepper, red pepper as a mix, garlic. Yeah. King prawn, the massive ones you get in Costco. Massive, giant things. Yeah, man. And I don't cook them whole. I chop them up and then mix that in with the pasta. And spinach. And the spinach I don't cook. I just put the spinach in the pasta and just toss it in the pasta, and that's it. So the spinach is raw. And it comes over lovely. Sounds good, doesn't it, guys? And there's a man who's on a third day fasting, not eating anything.
I know, I was just thinking that. There's you fasting when all we're talking about is food.
Oh, yeah. I love talking about food. I love talking about food, mate.
That prawn one got a sauce.
Sauce?
Yeah, the pasta one. Has it got a sauce?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what I do with my pasta. I use salad dressing. That's what I use. I don't make a sauce. I use salad dressing. Very low calorie salad dressing. The salad dressing comes with mixed herbs, okay? And you can get two types. You can get a Japanese flavor. You can get an Italian flavor. So I take the Italian one, I shake it up, and I just pour that in the pasta as it's cooking and stir it up, and that's it. You don't need a sauce. No sauce. Just that. And that's enough.
Want to give me some pots?
Yeah, I don't make any sauce. But when I do make a sauce, I make a cream, cream with chive sauce. But I don't often do that because it's quite a high calorie one. So I don't often do that. I don't use sauces anymore. I just use salad dressing, really. You know, and this is like an olive oil type salad dressing with vinegar mixed in. It's really nice. Finely chopped onions are in there, various other herbs, and you shake it like this, shake it up, and just cover it over the pasta and stir that in. And then off with the heat. Never cook on a full heat. Always cook on low heat and bring it up to temperature and bring it down. Never panic.
You're making us hungry here, Jim.
Oh yeah, man! I'll tell you, if you taste it, you'd love it.
Shop's open.
It sounds really nice.
I can tell you a recipe for Moroccan breakfast. My children love this one. Moroccan breakfast. Chop up some tomatoes, slice up some mushrooms again and green pepper. 6 eggs, 6-member family. 6 eggs. Chop up some garlic, and then what you do is you lightly fry your garlic in a little bit of olive oil. Heat it up, not too hot, of course, low heat. Bring the onions and the garlic up to heat. Throw in the green pepper, bring that up to heat. Chop up your spinach ready, okay, and then crack your eggs, okay. Crack your eggs in the frying pan, right over what you've just stir fried, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then chop up the spinach, throw that in, cover it, and leave it. So before you actually crack the eggs, you would have lightly fried your onions, garlic, green peppers, mushroom, stir fry that up. Okay. Then put in the spinach, and the last that goes in is the eggs. 6 eggs, and then cover. And then you know when it's ready, because it's on a low heat, you know when it's ready when the egg's solidified. You
Yep.
switch off the heat, open up, and there you are. Voila! Chop it, cut it up into 6 triangles, put it on a plate. Little bit of brown daddy's HP sauce. We call it bulldog sauce here. Right along the side. Don't put it on it because you ruin it. Just put it along the side. There you go. Eat that for your breakfast.
Yeah.
If you want a bit of brown bread, go with it. Brown bread.
It's like last night.
Go on.
Last night I made myself an omelette. I had 3 eggs. I chopped some ham up. I fried some onions. Fried some onions in the frying pan. I chopped some ham up. Put some cheese, grated cheese in the egg mixture with the ham. And I made myself an omelette. It was really nice. Cheese, ham, and onion omelette.
Yeah. Brandon S. Bands in the chat saying,
right, Brandon.
In the sun all day, every day, maybe sun worship.
Jamie's broke up there.
Mm-hmm.
Is what Christians say. Yeah. It's done all right now.
In the sun all day, every day, maybe sun worship was just.
What he's saying there is like Jesus is the sun. That's what people say in it, you know, Jesus' sun. And the only thing that you can see that's big, that we can see, is the sun in our sky. And we do get energy and that from the sun.
Yeah.
They say you look at the sun, you go blind. You don't.
Yeah. It's like they say, like Jesus walked on water. That it actually means the sun's reflection on water moving across the water. You know.
Yeah.
Could be.
Jamie, can you send Stephen a link? Apparently, he wants to join again.
He's just joined though. Should be able to get back in.
Stephen's already got the link.
Yeah,
he's already got it. I've sent it.
Yeah, all right. Come on, Stephen, use your link again.
I've already sent it.
You know,
he's already clicked in it. He's already been on once.
Yeah,
it's the same link.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he does that.
Same link.
Okay, what's Reality 666 saying? Reality 666 says, I don't think people ever worshipped the sun. They just knew that without the sun, we wouldn't exist. It's common sense. The sun powers us. Oh, the sun powers us, but didn't create us. It's part of the creation. Totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, man obviously knew that the sun was there for us. You know, and if they worshipped it, it's not a crime, because obviously they knew that the sun was a connection to their life and their well-being. Yeah. So to say hello, sun, and worship the sun is fine. It's not a crime. It's not paganistic.
Without it, we wouldn't be here. So you know.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, I think the whole paganism is like really extreme. So it's like, because people think like to sun worship as a pagan cult type of thing, but it doesn't have to be.
It's not at all. Now that if you take your flat earth mind and realize what the sun has actually been doing all the time you thought you were living on a globe, you worship the sun now, don't you? You think, thank you, sun, for doing your job, and moon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So you know, sun worshipping is fine. It's not wrong. You're worshipping something that was created for you, and you know, thank you very much. You know, if you have a T-shirt with the sun on it, it's fine. If you look at the sun, and as long as you don't damage your eyes, fine.
Yeah.
AJM is saying, Luciferians worship the sun. Well, who's to say Luciferians are evil?
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Because that's the thing that's been like demonized, the whole Lucifer thing. And I'm not saying I'm a devil worshipper, right? But I've heard this thing that Lucifer and the devil are two different things, like two different entities.
Lucifer is the light bringer. So
yeah, because I was thinking Lucifer and lucid means like, you know,
dream.
yeah, like it's like when you have a lucid dream, and it's like well, actually, lucid is lucidity. I'm trying to think what that means. It's like a I don't know. I mean, I know I kind of know what it means, but it's kind of.
You could be right there, though, Jamie. Yep, you could be right there with the Lucifer and all that. Yep, that's true.
Reality 666 again says, Creator 6 says, just like people never believed the Earth was flat, they just went by their experiences, which was of a plane.
Yep.
That's right, isn't it? They knew Jesus is the Son with the Son, within the Son. Can I think? I think it's
Son within the Son.
Yeah, if you will, if you're into the Jesus thing. I personally am not. Jesus is the Son with the okay, right? We are all Jesus, and they've put us all on their cross. That's right.
Yeah. It's a strange
Question from AJM. So the Vatican worships the Son. So it's the Vatican. Is the Vatican okay? You saying?
Well,
right. Go on, Jamie.
That's a bit of like I don't know. So the Vatican worship the Son, therefore therefore we think the Vatican's okay. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Nope. Yep.
I have to think of an analogy to kind of I don't know, like someone might worship God, but the I don't know, that they might do things that are wrong. They might steal from people,
Yeah. Yeah.
Therefore, that must mean that that someone else who worships God also likes to steal or something. Like it's a kind of it's one of those fallacies, isn't it? Where, but then again, it's like you've got to question. I suppose you do have to question why they would worship the Son, but I don't know. Like, it's like, to me, it's like, why should I worship some God that I cannot see?
Yeah.
It's like, what is God even? What? Like, I mean, I think it's more of an energy thing, really. It's I don't know, maybe it's some kind of like thing that holds everything together in a way. Like it's.
Yeah, I thought God was the sun at one time. I thought God could have been the sun, and the moon his wife.
Well, I mean, the sun it appears as though the sun is what's charging everything and like giving everything its life. So
yep.
If I'm gonna worship someone as a god, even though I hate the idea of worshiping now, then I like the sun is gonna be like the most obvious thing, because without the sun, it doesn't seem like that any of us would be here. So I mean, yeah, someone might have put the sun there. So whoever started it all in motion or whatever, the system, should. But it's like, surely, if that someone, whatever, but it's kind of being personified, calling it someone, like it's some kind of human, whatever, but it's probably not. But if there was, let's say, a god that created everything, then surely, if God wanted to be worshipped, he would actually make his presence very obvious. In that, if it's a god the way that the Bible describes,
get off this subject.
Unless I'm missing something,
You're missing something.
Yeah, true. I know what
okay.
you mean.
AJM says, the sun worship is the same as Venus worship, Mars worship, and Saturnalia worship.
Does it not say in the Bible, worship no man, god, or idol?
Idols, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So by me looking at the sun, whenever the sun's out, staring at the sun, and because I talk to the sun, is that me worshipping the sun?
Not really, no. You know what I mean? But you acknowledge
No,
it.
it's just having a connection to it, isn't it? But I think that you need to have a connection to everything, don't you? Like all of the luminaries, really, and try to kind of, I suppose, like some people believe in the whole astrology thing, and they can kind of connect with the energies and stuff or whatever,
Well, it's giving me vitamin D, so I'm thanking the sun for my vitamin D, and it's making me feel good. So I thank the sun for making me feel good. I love the sun. So
because the sun gives the plants the energy, so then they can give us energy.
Exactly. If you eat all the vegetables and the fruits, you can retain some of that energy.
Or even if you eat the meat, the animal is.
Hang on, Jamie. Also, you can get the sun giving you energy as it hits you as well. Do you understand? As it hits you, hits your body, it gives you the energy. Especially if you're out in the sea.
People talk about like the whole pranic thing, whatever. I'm not sure how much you could really get from it, though. It's like, and if you would need to be really clean, because I've talked about this before about the melanin and how that's able to capture the sunlight apparently, and yeah.
Brandon says, I think Satan worship is Muhammad worship, and Muslim is just one of 7 stars that used to be worshipped. We still have them named in our 7 days of the week. It's true, isn't it? Well done for that piece of information.
I'm going to get off, guys.
Yeah, all right, Tom.
So, yeah.
All right.
So there's
up at 4
some of the.
Been up since 4, so I'm a bit knackered now.
Oh, wow, you've been up since 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm up again early tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, get back in there, yeah.
Yeah, well, I haven't even had a drink.
All right.
Right.
Well, have a good time, have a good rest, and good luck tomorrow at work.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry to lose you.
See you later, Carol.
Bye.
See you later.
You can just mute yourself, Tom, and just have a listen. Go on mute. Is he going to mute himself or is he going to disappear? Oh, he's muted. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.